Hi guys and girls, Gallifrey Forever 97 and welcome to another Doctor Who unboxing. This time it's the Steelbook Blu Ray edition of the Specials, the final adventures of the 10th Doctor, featuring all the specials from the next Doctor till the end of time part 2. I've been loving these releases. I've got series 1, 2, 3 and 4, and obviously now the specials. I've also got series 9 and series 11. I missed out on series 10, so fingers crossed I'll be able to get my hands on that. But I presume now they'll be going all the way up to series 9, as they did stop for a while and they started again with series 4 with the new 2018 logo. So I'm taking through the packaging and going through the content of this steelbook. So at the bottom of the slip case we have the white edition of the 2018 Doctor Who logo, and it says the Specials, which is the new series 11 font. This is rated a 12, which I believe the original is as well, and it tells us at the bottom right it features 4 discs. Looking at the cover, it joins greatly with the slip case and the steelbook itself, which features the 10th Doctor on his own, no companions, of course his various sort of friends that he meets on his travels, but he has no companion for this series of stories. So it's just him in the TARDIS looking very serious as the regeneration energy is just behind him as it's about to start, kind of like an ominous type thing in the TARDIS, which you can see on the right hand side here. It kind of blends in with the actual TARDIS green colours. Before I go on there, huge congratulations to Tom Webster. He does a lot of Big Finish artwork, for example. I think this is a really nice addition. He does some great artwork for this steelbook. I really love this one. On the left hand side of the steelbook you can see what it will look like from the shelf. So it's got the BBC Doctor Who logo, the specials. We've got the code for the set. It tells us obviously a 12, and we've got the Blu-ray logo at the bottom. On the opposite side you can see the front cover artwork kind of leaked over here with the kind of TARDIS background, bit of pipe in there. The same information at the bottom with the code, the rating and the Blu-ray logo. Onto the back of the slip case, we've got the artwork at the top right, which is featured in big when you take the slip case off. On the left hand side it tells us all the big stars in this series, which also includes David Tennant as the 10th Doctor, David Morrissey as the next Doctor, potential Doctor-ish, Michelle Ryan, who plays Christine D'Souza, Lindsay Duncan, John Sim, who plays the Master, and Bernard Cribbins as Wilf. Also tells us the episodes it set features, which is of course the next Doctor, Planet of the Dead, The Waters of Mars, The End of Time Part 1 and The End of Time Part 2. And as the other sets, all the bonus features have been kind of transferred over from their original releases. So you've got the Proms of 2008, David Tennant's video diaries, which are a must watch, the Christmas idents with David Tennant riding the TARDIS with reindeers, Doctor Who at Comic Con, which is a nice thing. It's kind of like the preconception of what Series 5 did, where they kind of took over America with Doctor Who. In 2009 they kind of preamped it up with the specials. Got deleted scenes, the confidentials, which I believe are the cut down ones, and also the audio commentaries for each episode, which is something I miss really for the new series ones. The 4th disc is a bonus disc, and it tells us that it includes a variety of different stuff from that time. So we've got Dreamland, The Infinite Quest, both animated specials. The Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith's Part 1 and 2, which is from the Sarah Jane Adventures. I believe the first Blu-ray release of a Sarah Jane story. It'd be really nice if they actually released the Sarah Jane Adventures on Blu-ray and Torture as well. I'd happily buy that. Also, an In Conversation with David Tennant, which is from this year. This is because a few months ago, I believe, they did an End of Time screening in America. There are a load of screenings of the End of Time, and David Tennant filmed a new segment which went before it, which they've included on this disc. He does talk some great stuff. He talks about the 60th. It was released online, but it's really great to be able to watch it in full. For people who didn't get to go see American screenings, it's nice to know we haven't missed out. At the bottom, it displays a variety of information, including barcodes, ratings, copyright, disc information, and also who wrote and produced the series. Taking the slip case off now so we can look inside the box set. You've got this cool leaflet which I'll show you in a minute, which takes you through the contents again. Before I do that though, I just want to take you through the back artwork, which is again done by the brilliant Tom Webster. So you've got the Master kind of overarching the whole picture. We've got Simon to the left of him in the background. We've got Donna on the phone. We've got Bernard looking very concerned. We've got Lindsay Duncan with her blaster. We've got the Ood in the middle, this white background behind him. We don't know if it's referencing the kind of snow or their kind of like spiritual nature. We've got Rassilon with his glove, which really nicely kind of zaps the earth. With Gallifrey behind him which is quite a nice link up between actually what happens in the End of Time Part 2, where Gallifrey comes in to the Earth's kind of solar system. We've got the water zombies, if you like to call them, the bottom left. We've got the bus from Planet of the Dead, and the aliens from that on the right, with the TARDIS at the bottom. And for people who are interested, here's the clean artwork of the front cover without the slipcase. So here's the mini leaflet. This is actually the front cover of the Specials DVD and Blu-ray release from 2010, with the Rassilon Gallifrey symbol in the background, with flames around it, with the 10th Doctor in a really cool pose. Well, of course, they've replaced the 2005 Doctor Who logo with the 2018 one, and obviously the Specials with a new Series 11 font. Taking it over though to the back, we've got more of a description of what's on each disc. This one features the Next Doctor, Planet of the Dead, The Waters of Mars, of course with the commentaries, and then it says that its special features included Doctor Who at the Prom 2008. Disc 2, we've got both the End of Time Part 1 and 2, and then loads of special features, including the End of Time Part 1 audio commentary with David Tennant, Catherine Tate and the director, the End of Time Part 2 audio commentary with David Tennant, John Sim, and the director again. We've got the David Tennant video diaries, Christmas items, Doctor Who at Comic Con, and deleted scenes. Disc 3 features all the confidentials, so including the Next Doctor, Planet of the Dead, The Waters of Mars, the End of Time Part 1 and the End of Time Part 2. And of course, finally on Disc 4, as I said on the back, we've got Dreamland, The Infinite Quest, both animated 10th Doctor stories, The Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith, Part 1 and 2, the Doctor Who and Sarah Jane crossover, and then of course the new In Conversation with David Tennant from 2019. So I believe this is the exact same disc style as the Blu-rays or the re-released Blu-rays, when they upscaled the kind of Doctor Who episodes that haven't been released on Blu-ray yet onto Blu-ray. So firstly, we have the first disc, which features David Morrissey's character, which tells us all the episodes going around of what it is. Taking that one off, we see disc 2, which has David Tennant in the TARDIS, and obviously says it has the End of Time Part 1 and Part 2, and the extras. Switching it over to disc 3, which has Bernard Cribbins, Wilf saluting, and of course this has all the Doctor Who confidentials. Of course, taking it off, we've got David Tennant from Dreamland, which was the 2009 animated special, which of course includes both animations, The Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith, and the new 2019 interview with David Tennant. And finally, here's the background artwork, which is from the End of Time, which on the left hand side features the 10th Doctor, the Master and Wilf with the TARDIS in the background. Quite popular poster for the End of Time Part 1. On the right hand side you've got the rubble and destruction, which is like where the mental facility where Lucy Sackins has been put, and obviously she kind of sabotages the Master's return, so that's what that rubble is. And finally, here's a picture of the Specials Steelbook with the other steelbooks, including Series 1 to 4, within my vast collection of Doctor Who DVDs and Blu-rays. So thank you ever so much for watching this Blu-ray unboxing. I hope it gives you an insight into the new Steelbook. What do you think of the specials, the episodes? I think it's a great bunch of stories. Of course, having The Waters of Mars, which is such a memorable episode. And I even enjoy The Next Doctor. I have so much nostalgia for that. Planet of the Dead's a lot of fun. Of course, The End of Time, Part 1 and 2. It's just a big, lovely send-off to the Russell T Davies era of the show. But have your thoughts on the specials, let me know in the comment section below. I do believe the steelbooks are quite easier to get compared to the classic Doctor Who collection box sets, which are basically where if you haven't pre-ordered them, you ain't going to get them. But with these, I've seen them in HMV view a few times before with Series 3 and 4. So hopefully if you pop to your local HMV or any local DVD stores, there might be a chance you can get them a physical copy through that. If not, just best to order off of Zoom or Amazon. So if you enjoy this unboxing, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads, including an upcoming trailer I'm doing for the specials to celebrate this release, which is in the style of a John Wick 3 trailer, which is kind of like epic, kind of send off. Where in the film, John Wick is basically kind of on his own against the world, which is a similar position David Tennant is in with these specials. So I thought it'd be nice to kind of do that kind of tonal shift trailer. So you look out for that sometime next week. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!